ain't never popped a Mari. But if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young image. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge image. Till the day they go before and they box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply take my route. On my hobby.
Where's. Y'all bang that like button, and as soon as you come in, man, give me one in the chat if y'all can hear me, man. Give me a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Hey, Mikey B, why your salute? What's up, baby? Why your avatar look like Cheeseburger Chuck, bro? Salute, Edward Bell, salute. Give me a one in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. That's all that matters. Because for some reason, my intro, they didn't play it. Or they played it, but they wouldn't let me hear it. Check. Yeah, we got to fix this a little bit. Check. Yeah, we on. If you're on Instagram, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. You can find us. We're on YouTube and Twitch at Active Chucks. I pinned it. Let's get into the chat. So we got Mike B, salute. Yay area, Detroiter, notifications on. That's what's up. Ghost of Bandera, salute, gang. Salute to DUSE to Don. Keep dropping off that knowledge, homie. Free the big OG U from the 318 Sweetport, Louisiana. Salute to the West Coast, man. Salute to the West Coast. Keith McCulley, 5'4", Damu Kiwe, conversations. DUSE the Don, Panda Man, salute to Panda Man in the building, man. Here for the canteen. Salute, bang. I'm 5 minutes late. You know, I'm on nigga time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know what I'm saying? 3-finger paru. Salute, DUSE. We here for the content. Oh, we got the content. Panda Man said, hit your brimming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, area Detroit is South Richmond, 510, Detroit West Side, 12th and Puritan. We in the building. Dominique Mayweather, salute. Spirit Wonder, what up, bro? Where's? Shout out to the Damu Kiwe conversation. So let me go ahead and start with the where's. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Damu Kiwe conversations. Home of the West Coast. The voice of the culture. Y'all see that big old W, man. And fresh always, one salute. JJ Brim, what it do? My pops in here. Fan West TV, West Up, Active Chucks, Bless King, Muddy Waters, salute, blood. My brother from another, salute. Let me put this in here, bang that like button, man. As soon as we get them likes up, we gonna be getting right into this content. OG Gumby, Hoover Gumby said WACK100 tried to get me locked up, and I need that fade. Oh, we got the content. You know what I'm saying? We got the content. You know what I'm saying? I was a little late. I had to shower, bro. Y'all got to understand, a brother like to jump up in that water. You know what I'm saying? I killed the shark. So after this live, y'all can go ahead and, you know, scrub them dust bunnies up off y'all before y'all hop into them sheets. You know what I'm saying? We going to have to share this and all that. V-Dog, CPT. Wait, did I just catch you live? Yeah, I'm live, V-Dog. Salute. So we going to get into this content. Salute to V-Dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bang that like button. OG Gumby. Hey, we going to Ant Buffet. Oh, Auntie Hefe got the content. We going to go ahead and like his content. Y'all do.
It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number with the check say.
Keep you a minute.
Yeah. It's a lot of little boys out here talking that talk, but ain't spinning and walking that walk. 5 bills to get you whacked, 50 shots up in this Mac, fake shot to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chat to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked.
Yeah, what's so much?
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man?
I used to live down the street from that Louisiana fried chicken spot.
Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. Ring that notification bell. I'm gonna bring you bell. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? Y'all already know it's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe.
And Hefe be getting cooked in the comments. Yeah, they be cooking them. And he
recipient of Hot Topics.
He insecure about
OG Gumby from out the way.
Damn. What's up with my shit?
So, pertaining to the little last Tuesday show, No Jumper, everybody seen how that unfolded. I guess that was a some good clickbait that went viral for social media to speak on and for content creators to spin their own narratives or give their opinion pertaining to the matter at hand, right? Now, a lot of dudes was coming out with he got put in the trick box. That Adam 22 put him in a trick box. This is what No Jumper is known for. He just been placed in a trick box, whatever the case may be. So
trick bag. It's trick bag.
Gumby also felt the same type of way in real time at No Jumper. You know, he asked Adam 3 or 4 times, man, what you got going on, bro? What is this? And Adam like, man, look, I don't know, bro. WACK100 just called my phone, as you see. I missed the first call, called him back, and this is what unfolded. So
this is the ED. It's not for the
Damu Kiwe.
Welcome back.
Conversations. Let's go.
At the end of the day, content gonna be content. It don't matter what everybody else speak. It's just more content to be spoke upon or reacted to. At the end of the day, this situation is a situation between Gumby and the Hoovers, but it landed online, you know what I'm saying, for his personal reasons or whatever the case may be. If Gumby feel the need to disclose that, I'll let him disclose that. But moving along, man, we just got the word, man. We just got the word. So Gumby is definitely feeling some type of way about this, and I'm pretty sure other Hoover members probably called in and politic with him on this matter, but it wasn't even really his fault, you know what I'm saying? So, however, I guess Gumby is blaming WACK100 now. He's saying WACK100 is the common denominator in which set this trap into action. You know what I'm saying? I guess he had had a few days, you know, to clear his mind and sit back and probably play this clip over and over. And now, you know, he's blaming Wack. You know, he's saying that he told Wack to stay out of Hoover business and he calling Wack out for a fade. So I ain't gonna hold you guys any longer. You know, the content is real short, but we definitely about to get into this content. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and a half effect. We are gonna commentate.
What happened, No Jumper? They tried to backdoor you. Oh, Hoover though. Oh, Hoover though. That was that whole ass nigga Wack. But now he gotta fight me though. He gotta fight me for that. Nigga told that buster to stay out the motherfucker set. Stay out of business. He wouldn't listen. You gotta fight me now, gay boy.
Gay boy. Why is it that everybody keep calling him gay boy, bro?
That 3-finger whack.
Nah, Stutterbox called him a homosexual.
He said J. Edgar Hoover in drag, nigga.
Yeah, he made it specific. He didn't call him the F word. He called him a homosexual.
Hey, dude, you seen that that little Chinaman from 11 Deuce that spoke to him? Spoke to Wack?
Nah, I didn't see that. And Chinaman, he still never replied to my video because he claimed he was in this riot. He claimed he was in this riot in 2600. Not only in the riot, he said he's the one that started it. He was the first one over there, and that was a lie. You know what I'm saying? I called him on it. He never responded. You know what I'm saying? All these ninjas. I was in there. I was the second one there, so I seen who was first. You feel me? But
Yeah, I remember.
all these ninjas on Adam's Yick. Nobody holds Adam accountable. Hey, listen, bro. Hefe been compromised. Hoover though. Lead said Hoover though. Look, Hoover though. They tripping. Let me get back to the content. But he's saying it should be noted he specifically said he told Wack before to stay up out of Hoover business. See, I'm thinking that because he first came on there on the Adam and Wack show podcast, that him and Gumby was cool, but we missed it at some point. I guess he checked Wack. So once he checked Wack, if Wack can't control you, bro, he's gonna see you as a threat, and he's gonna try to find a way to eliminate you. You see, he was scared of Big U once he realized he lost control of that situation and didn't have no input. He put him in jail. Let's go.
Yeah, I did hear the zeros from Hoover. I did hear that. Wack did that. But the thing about it, he's still calling all the Justice
Let me say that. Let me call it Justice League.
Leagues. Hey, boy, it's good, though. We're gonna deal with Wack. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna deal with you know what I'm saying? Again, I want to apologize to my community for how that even played out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but that wasn't on me. That's these weird ass niggas playing internet games, you know? So they gotta play it how they come. Yeah, I know that was a whole jail play. They had a nigga on the phone call from jail. Did y'all hear it in the background? Said this call will be monitored. What the fuck? Yeah, they trying to send a nigga to jail.
All right, so
They trying to send a nigga to jail. Who is they? Let's hear Fam West. Let's hear God says. Who is they? Who is he talking about when he say they trying to send a nigga to jail?
Them alphabet boys. I mean, that's what it sound like. You know.
He definitely talking about the feds, man.
Yeah,
I definitely think you cracked the case wide open for him. So he running around with a chicken with his head cut off, trying to grab some more people to lock up.
Yeah.
Like, people done got at him, man. People done talk to Gumby. Gumby knows himself. I mean, if not, you know, that's your dumb ass. You know, for me.
Hey, Fam West, we've been warning people for going on 3-4 years, right? So if they ain't caught on and they still messing with them, at some point we gotta say no. You gotta save yourself. We put the information out there. If you want to be selective and play feign ignorance like you didn't know what was going on, that's your bad. King Buck Wild, salute. Let's finish this real quick because I'm Scanlon's gonna burn
I
him
heard
up.
what was said though, but let me be the first to say this before we get to this content. Right now, people as members, dudes from the street, whether you call it a gang or whatever the case may be, you know.
I wanted the word couple.
Yeah,
They
man.
got a young
I
man
thought it would be
sipping
great to mix.
a Capri Sun or some shit.
Man, that nigga's a hungry,
So you get
sleepy,
on this
horny
internet, right,
nigga.
and
That's crazy.
they don't understand the internet don't care about the streets.
Hey, listen.
That the internet is going to go every which way and try to debunk you. And that's the people from the chats, content creators alike, and people that just try to sway things in their.
Hey, Drew V. Hey, wait, real quick. Why is Ed Hefe always worried about the chat? He really insecure about the chat. They're going to try to debunk you, the chat. Bro, why are you always talking about the chat, then act like you don't care what they say in the chat? I ain't buying what he's selling, bro. I think this nigga really insecure. Yeah.
Favor, you know what I'm saying, or to their opinion and liking of what they think. Now,
Mikey B.
It's up, as I've been saying, it's up to the member who's been of this community and or set to remember how to conduct himself, unless he never knew how to conduct himself. And in these situations, right, when you got somebody of a community up there speaking as a representative, they gotta know how they coming. They got to know proper etiquette and do not get caught up in the social media games. Because as I've been saying, right, just like Gumby on the back and forth with the out-of-town Hoovers and stuff like that, this is stuff that can get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that's being jotted down by law enforcement, all type of stuff. So you just got to watch how you coming on social media, because you don't ever want to put yourself in a position where they can come back and get some footage that might bite you in the
social media
about you running thing, enforcing, or anything. Now, Gumby, right? So being that he's on the internet, everything that come with the internet is going to come his way. That's just a part of placing your face up here and being from a gang and people coming at you, the haters, your ops, and then, you know, the people who dislike you, the trollers and stuff like that. And some of these people be fans as well. Now, Gumby is calling Wack out because I guess he feel like basically he had some time to think, and I guess he like, well, I don't know. Like I said at the show, he was on Adam. Adam like, man, like I don't know nothing about the call. Wack just called me. I took the call, and it happened to be Hoover's online. Like I did not know the Hoovers was gonna be on that phone call or on that line. So we know that at a point in time, Gumby and Wack, you know, I want to say Gumby had appeared on the Adam and Wack show through Wack. From there, you know, they had a falling out and or, you know, a disagreement. Some words were exchanged or whatever the case may be.
Ain't that like button?
I don't know if doing that first go round of Gumby and Wack hashing their little differences out, if Gumby told Wack to stay out of Hoover business and stay out of set or whatever the case may be. But hey, here's another situation, right? So again, I don't know what's going on, right? But just hypothetically speaking, right? Let's just say that them dudes
up in the chat. Hype us up,
and hit Wack, because see, dudes gotta pay attention and or just know that people have relationships out here with other dudes and dudes from all type of gangs. So let's just say hypothetically, right, the Hoovers called in and asked Wack, like, hey, Gumby had no jumper, being that they know he's had no jumper. Wack like, oh yeah, I think he is up there. Hey, put us in on him. We trying to holler at him. And Wack call Adam and link the phone call in. Do you blame Adam, or do you still get on your homies for using Wack and Adam, although, you know, hey, it's content. So in the content space, Wack not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wack not tripping, nigga. Fuck Wack. Why is you sucking Wack dick, nigga? The Hoovers is tripping.
Right.
What kind of passive ass shit you on? You can't or do you trip on Wack? Listen, bro. First and foremost, nigga, some niggas called me about some gang politics, nigga, and I already told you to keep the hood out business about your motherfucking mouth, nigga. You was not from the set. So this has nothing to do with you respectfully. The next time we gotta address this because you in the hood business, we ain't even gonna talk about it. It's gonna be an issue. The niggas put himself right back in it, and this Alshon, what's the nigga name? The big tall nigga from Hoover?
Alshon Martin.
Alshon Martin, your name keep coming up on this internet, and it's never nothing positive. You stay in some bullshit. I don't know what's going on, but you better watch yourself, because he just told you these laws is on this internet. Now, I'm not saying that the laws is coming to get you, but what I do understand is whenever you got a lot of bullshit going on and you in the mix, you get a lot of attention negatively, and they're going to come questioning you, bro. So I don't know if they've already questioned you. I don't know if you caught some cases or if these people trying to work to put some cases on you. But you on this phone with WACK100, that 661 phone number Wack got, he didn't have that since it was tapped in the Main Street case in the death row investigation. Same number, right? Then you got somebody who's on the phone calling from jail. They're recording on that end. Then you got 5 million people on No Jumper subscribers, 5 million subscribers on No Jumper, and they're recording the triple tap, clip that, triple tap, clip that. And you on the phone politicking with a federal confidential source on your phone. So, but back to you, hey, Young and Buffet, bro. This shit is so day-mo day, man. It is not fashionable, bro. It is not fashionable. The way you got this man shit down your motherfucking throat. Can you be mad at Wack? Nigga can take it however they want to take it. You know that. It's just content. Wack ain't tripping. Wack should have been tripping because I told him to stay out the hood politics. You just missed and looked over that part though, right? I'm noticing he really tries his hardest from holding Wack accountable or going against Wack. I wonder why.
Hey, you want to get at him about something? All right, let's put it on. So the Hoovers, they get online and start getting at Gumby about all this type of stuff. Like I said, in certain instances, the messenger do get shot. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what the situation is. I don't know. But Gumby on Wack, calling Wack out for the fade because he feel like Wack set it up and Wack put the back door together, right? Even if he do want the fade with Wack, right? Because he feel disrespected. I can't tell this man what's disrespected, not disrespected. On some real shit, you still got to get at the members that called in and allowed themselves to entangle with Wack to have this phone call placed on No Jumper to be politics.
Agreed.
It just is what it is, but it's just my opinion and how I see it. Like,
no. That's the part that you did get right. Me and the homies gonna address what me and the homies got to address anyway. That looked like a pimple that was bound to bust one way or the other. But for whatever reason, Wack involved himself and brought him. Now they're talking about criminal behavior. They're talking about snitches. And then the other one got so loose because he's trying to explain to him, if that's a situation, we under new management, nigga, we gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? Which really incriminated him and his homies. Nigga, the feds might be using this to dangle that snitch around, catch you niggas on wiretap and lock you niggas up for a conspiracy to hide one before something happened. Even if y'all was just gonna beat them up, it's not about what the truth is, it's what they can prove in court. And in the meantime, you and your homies just got a RICO. So we're not saying he don't address his homies for bringing that on there. You know what I'm saying? They made a point about him speaking up on Hawk. So the politics be in your favor 1 minute, against you the next. So the same way that he brought this up on Hawk, when they was having a back and forth and he was going at him then, don't be selective now when we bring up an issue on you that you allegedly are harboring someone who's supposed to be an informant. I ain't seen no work, don't know if that's what it was, right? But this is the conversation. Unbeknownst to me, someone just let me know that the dude that was on the phone was Hawk's brother. So he definitely owes them. Nah, nigga, fuck you mean don't talk about we ain't gonna do it on the internet, nigga. Didn't you just do it on the internet with my little brother? Now from there, I don't know if he facing life, got life. He might not give a fuck. But one thing for sure, while y'all talking all of this criminal behavior, who got cases, what issues is abreast within the set, first and foremost, they get a game of black eye. The Hoovers is very militant, bro. when I was growing up. I don't know what's going on over there now. And I can say, even in my later years, when I paroled from the feds 2011, I stayed in the Salos on 106 in Budlong. You know what I'm saying? Right on the corner house. You know what I'm saying? And they was over there still trooping. That's 2011, 12, 13. Them niggas over there trooping like it's the 80s. Porky had them. Rest in peace to Porky. Porky had them niggas on their shit. And Baby Sonny had Porky on his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going over there now, but that's just not how the movers move. I mean, the grooves move, bro. All that loosey-goosey shit, and then it just look weak any hood, bro. Sometimes when people no longer are part of the community, they've been voted off the island, and they get on social media. Sometimes it takes for motherfuckers to be like, hey, look, this nigga's on disregard. In the whole, if you go to the shoe program, do a shoe program or something, in the whole, sometimes you might bump into some dudes in the hole who they people will tell you whether it's a Sereno or Norteño or Crip or Blood, like, nah, dude was a homie, but that nigga on disregard, bro. That nigga's a J-Cat. He throwing shit on people. He snatching people lines. He's on disregard, bro. You know what I'm saying? We behind these doors. He's cell soldier and we can't get to him, but he got some issues, and that's where that'll be left at. But sometimes because of this internet, niggas feel it's necessary to come be like, hey, look, bro, no good. With all due respect, we didn't mean that, no disrespect to y'all. We ain't trying to throw no flame and add no flames to the fire on what's already a traumatic situation with almost over 50 years of gang wars between different tribes in South Central Compton, Watts, Long Beach, Carson, Gardena, you know what I'm saying, Inglewood. That's a lot of trauma, bro. So we understand those who've been through those type of wars ain't trying to start no unnecessary wars, because in war, everybody loses. But it just, whenever you got those type of wounds, open wounds from within the community, you don't want to reveal those wounds unless necessary publicly. You know what I'm saying? You keep what's in-house, in-house. And that's just pretty much how most of the stuff keep patrolling. But look, we are, I'm up off young Ant Buffet and his Peter Buff in the CS2 back. Thanks for the content though, Ant Buffet. And Buffet over there getting his guap though. You don't care about nothing but what the check say and what CS2 back say. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, yeah, we gonna get on that in the morning. Let's see what the good people talk about. Bang that like button if y'all in the chat. Let me see. We all know how Wack get in. He gonna call in and start an investigation on the guest host like always. Why y'all on Ant Dick? What he do? What we on Ant Dick? Hey, listen, bro. Ant do a whole bunch of goofy shit. Nigga, the fuck you mean we on Ant Dick? Nigga, Ant Buffet is and a coward. He stand for nothing. What you mean? Hey, oh, you done this the wrong place to come to chat me on Ant Buffet. I forgot Wack said he had something on Ant. Yeah, he did mention something like that. He falls asleep and sip lean while he's lying to the viewers. Laugh out loud as well. Wack put a battery in this ninja back. He been using the same 7-Eleven cup for weeks. Mr. 132 himself. We ain't on Ant top because he ain't act blind and Wack bullshit, play like a dummy, but he a street nigga. It's confusing. I told you was gonna get it. Bro, don't come over here defending young Ant. I be trying to play the middle, call him on his bullshit where he right and where he wrong, and keep a objective position, right? So it ain't personal. The chat don't give a fuck, bro. They gonna fry that nigga. We went through a cyber war with Ant Buffet. You know what I'm saying? It was about a 4-day cyber war before we got an understanding. So I keep it kind of like, but the chat, man, they ain't trying to hear none of that. Look, Wack got something on Ant. That's why he brought him to No Jumper. Yeah. Amazing bar, salute home girl. What's up, DUSE? Bantes, you know what it is. Neighbors, triple tap, bop, bop, bop. I hate to see Ant going out like this. Yeah, Alshon Moore nigga used to be with 6ix9ine. Oh, he was the one with 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was holding down the rack. He was holding down the rack.
He was holding them down when he just had the pedo case. That was before he started hanging with the 9 trades, bro. He used to have the Hoover niggas in his video. Oh, my God, he was him, bro. This is nasty work. It's all starting to come out. Hey, man, that's the comment of the day. Mike B said he used to be with 6ix9ine. Damn. It seemed like y'all always trying to hate on the Crip. Damn. Maybe the Crips got to tighten up their shit. Shit. I done flamed up a blood almost every day. They got a problem with me flaming them up. Like, what is it? You nigga can't flame and hold nobody accountable, huh? Shaking my damn head. Niggas be putting blinders on themselves, but then want to be mad when people can truly see and speak on shit they choose not to see yet. You know what I'm saying? Frank to his face. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me conclude that. Wack had something on Ant for show. Laughing my ass off, not to conclude. Ant Heifer got his own slang. He gonna write his own Ebonic books like he 40. Nigga, shout out to the Bay Area, he 40. You gonna eat your cornbread? Look at that. It really does seem like Ant goes out his way not to hold back the rat accountable, dudes. Yeah. Can we get a GoFundMe for Hefe to read a page of a Harry Potter book? Japanese. I told, hey, bro, where old boy at? You ain't mad at them? Why you getting him? You talking about I'm on him. They say Martin used to be in Treyway with 6ix9ine. His dad was supposed to be a major figure in the Uber. Salute Mike B. Why 600 go to the 8 trades to find Ant, and now he is on no jumper, right? Bulls Like too. Wait, is that Bulls Like the YouTuber? Hold on, let me see if that's him, homie. Because he's the OG YouTuber. He used to do some Clubhouse content and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was a G. If that's him, I definitely want to Bulls Like YouTube. Hold on. It say, but Bulls Like YouTube. Yeah, Bulls Lights too. Let me see. Bear with it. Give me a minute, man. I want to make sure. Yeah, I think this is him. Yeah, he back. Oh, yeah, he back. And I see how his thumbnail game has stepped all the way up, too. If this is him, let me tap on a video or something, man, and see if this is the kid, man, because he a G in this content, bro. I'm talking about, like, skin down ENT. Y'all don't know about all those days. Y'all don't know about all that. Oh, yeah, that's my guy. That's him. Bulls Like too. I guess he got a new page. Salute to you, King. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely him. Only play 600 business to the local YMCA. Like, ain't no way he's a bubble back biatch. That's crazy. And then they say, hey, Ed, kick back. You looking kind of suspect, son. All facts, dudes. Yeah, they don't like facts. You know what I'm saying? Does he? Because we always on whack ass and he not a Crip. If you a goofy, you a goofy. No matter where you from, Crip or blood. Yeah, I guess he just don't like that a blood bring the message. So you don't care about the message. Neighborhood, Mr. Rogers, whack on that spider shit. He looks zesty, respectfully. Damn, P.Y., who looks zesty? Damn, he said spider low bit respect. Yeah, FAO. FAO him $1,000. What happened to that? Yeah, where you at? Since you over here talking for Aunt Buffet, Where old boy go? What's up with that $1,000 he owe Spider joke? Facts, and he ended up connecting with Wack. Not long after that, he been moving funny ever since. Hell yeah, let's get them likes up. Yeah, man, get them likes up. Where old boy at though? Oh, and supposed to ask for that fade for Spider mandatory, especially for the disrespect of an LA legend. If anything else, if you ain't gonna call him out for your name, say, nah, listen, bro. He can't call Spider out without looking like a goofy. Because Wack went on No Jumper and disrespected Monster Cody, called him a crackhead, and all kind of other shit. And he ain't had no problem with him. He ain't asked for no fade with him. So that'll really be picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? So he in a catch-22. Now his homies might want that issue, but it's the same thing on y'all. Okay, so Spider-Lo dissed him and said some disrespectful shit about him, and he dead. He not even alive. So that's where that's get real sensitive, but at the same time, bro, you can't pick and choose either. Why y'all ain't had an issue with Wack after Wack said it? You know what I'm saying? No matter what tribe you from, the land don't do that Chicago shit and disrespect our legends. Yeah, you right, bro. Neighborhood fact. He the A-Trade social media spokesman. 43 likes. This is crazy. That's why I ain't getting into the content. Steffi Weffy, what up? Peter Buffett CS2 back. Yeah, man, he Peter Buffett, man. Let's get them likes up. What's up with y'all, though? Mark Stevens said them calls he makes on his phone are the initiation factors that kicks off the investigations. We've seen it many times. The boy phone directly transcribes all convo, man, for real. Fantasy Bambi. Hey, Deuce, my guest in the chat. Salute. Wack has had that same tap phone number since the Main Street Mafia case. Wack told him fall back, and he did. Damn, my locs tripping. As a man, he letting cuz go too far. ECC claim a 50-year-old YN LA needs to put Spider off, period. Hey, how LA gonna put Spider off? Nigga, that nigga ain't from the set. You know, that nigga wouldn't have made the cut. That's not a true statement. Dudes get on who need to be got. Tell him, V-Dog. Man, I done flamed up Snoopy, Rat Ass. Who else? I done flamed up Lil Stretch. I done flamed up niggas from the hood that went sour, big no good. These dudes run with whatever narrative they want to run with because they don't like the messenger. It ain't the message. When they don't like the message, they blame the messenger. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, but it's cool. Alshon Martin was with 6ix9ine. That's crazy. If ain't good with Wack, you have to question his intentions, which is that check, nothing else. Yeah, well, he been said that. At least he's being consistent. Wack going to jail after the Tupac trial. The police about had enough listening to all that yapping and screaming. Hey, listen, I'm thinking that this might be exactly why he got the Hoovers on here trying to get them to talk about some cases. He's trying to work. I believe LA got a big problem, homie. And WACK100 is the problem. Wack is trying to make sure he don't go to jail for that no jumper beatdown and whatever else bullshit he under investigation for. Oh, remember we did the federal RICO shits and him trying to extort people and all of that shit, bro. That nigga got they got a lot over that nigga head, bro. Ain't no telling it how many. When they caught Loose Cannon, niggas say they didn't even know Loose Cannon had a gun case, bro. How we know Wack ain't got no new gun cases? We don't know who, when, and if he got stopped. You know what I'm saying? That nigga trying to make sure he don't go to jail, nigga. Because if that nigga go up in there, he ain't worried about Big Bubba. You know, he like 3 fingers in the back. That nigga worried about having to go up in there and be with Big U. So he might be trying to line the Hoovers and whoever else up Polo family, salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the content. MKD podcast. Black politics is more popular than white politics or even American politics. We should take that over. MKD podcast 8569. Yeah, you're right, man. Somebody said I'll suck the fart out of Kim Kardashian. You was a nasty nigga. You know how many dicks that ran to that thing? And you wanted, you know what I'm saying? You was a nasty nigga. That nigga said her. Nigga, that bitch got more mileage than an old B210 Datsun, nigga. You know what I'm saying? A G-Ride Datsun at that, nigga. Let's get to this content, though. 25 questions to ask CS2 back. To ask WACK100 by most scandalous Los Angeles TV. When somebody show you who they is the first time, y'all better believe them. It looked like Gumby didn't believe him. OG Hoover Gumby didn't believe he was who he was. I'm going to give y'all another look at it. Well, we're going to do it through scandalous eyes. Most scandalous.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. The other day, y'all saw what Young Ant did. He went on No Jumper and actually asked Dragonfly Jones about being CS2 back. Something we've never seen Vlad or Adam 22 do. And after watching that, it really got me thinking. It's crazy that Porky has been sitting over there on No Jumper all this time, and yet Adam still hasn't asked him a single question about CS2 back.
Right, Sandman.
So it made me stop and think. In all these episodes,
CS2
all these interviews,
Rico.
all these appearances, there are literally millions of questions Adam never asked him. So I sat down and made a list.
Right, Julie.
A list of questions Adam never asked in over 100 shows together. In this episode, we're going to take a little trip down memory lane. We're going to revisit the lies.
Jumps 9
and I've
2,
got
you
20
100%
questions
right, bro.
here for anybody out there who really wants to go viral. Here's your blueprint. 20 questions for CS2 back. Guaranteed to get the internet talking.
We started working out together at Anytime Fitness when Michael had his third brain tumor.
Damu, Kiwe.
All right, first question for Porky. Hey, Porky, what would you call a black man who goes on a white-owned podcast and tries to implicate another black man in a murder they didn't commit?
We only talked about you a little bit. Right. Now, unless he want to talk about how he lined his son up to get killed for the insurance money. See, what is we that? Ain't talking to we.
A nigga that go on podcasts and implicate people in crimes. This is who he is. And Gumby, you don't believe that's who he is? Young Ant Buffet, you don't believe that's who he is? All of you dudes that run the No Jumper, doing interviews and content with these dudes, lining your homeboys up because you get on the phone with them. If you're on the phone with WACK100, you're getting your phone tapped and you go lining your homeboys up whether you know it or not. Let's go.
We can talk about it. We ain't talking about it. How he got some responsibility in getting, old boy killed that they love up there in the Bay. These niggas roll blunts with their kids and pop perch with their kids because they think it's cool. Why do you think he gave his son lean?
Midnight.
It ain't about thinking, it's about what we know. How do you know? Did he collect the life insurance? I don't know. Do you know? Well, that's a fact. Even if that was true, don't you think that's a fact. It's kind of ugly to be bringing that to the table. Yeah, that ain't he got the other man smoked. After the murder, when Quando went back to Georgia.
Look at this.
What did he immediately do? Dropped his flag.
Another murder.
There it goes. What was he claiming? Roll 60 script. Where Brick Baby from? Roll 60 script. What you think the police told Quando? That the Roll 60 set him up? Who you think he checked in with? Roll 60s? With who? Okay, I see where you're going with this. I'm not going to say
listen.
it. Yeah. Listen. I'm not going to say it. No, listen.
What's the word for that, Porky?
What's the word for that, Ann Buffet? What's the word for that, Gumby? Well, I don't know. It sounds like Hoover Gumby is coming along. He said they try to put me in jail. When he said they tried to line me up and put me in jail, and he's calling Wack out for the fade because Wack is a street nigga that he told to stay out of his hood business. So now he's saying Wack is trying to put him in jail. I believe Gumby then open them big ass Kermit the Frog Budweiser eyes, nigga. That nigga, them niggas try to blind me up and put me in jail. Yeah, you dumbass nigga, what you think the police do?
Do you have any examples of a black man doing something like that? Sitting down on a white-owned platform with millions of subscribers and attempting to tie another black man's name to a murder he had nothing to do with. What do you call a black man who moves like that, Porky? I'm just curious, in your own words, because it sounds real familiar. Second question, Porky. Why did you go on Vlad TV and lie about doing time in Soledad?
So by the time I left there, I hit Soledad. Now you could throw it out, already ran through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad.
Why make that up? If there's no Soledad time in your record, why fabricate that story? And while we're at it, why did you lie about the C blank Wack story?
What up?
You know the one. Why'd you make that up too?
And I went to reception, and they put me in cell with a G homie named Baby Wayne from Billystown Power Room. And I think at that point is when my penitentiary training started. You know, because he had been in the prison 2-3 times.
Stand on the media, salute.
Baby Wayne was a knockout artist. And when you were a young Power Room in the cell with a G homie, you're going to fight at least 3-4 times a week just because. So, you know, he kind of got me stronger with my push-up game, my physical game, and he made me squabble him every day, almost. So by the time I left there, I hit Soledad.
That nigga made me squabble him every day, almost. Damn, that nigga, I didn't even ever catch that till now. That nigga said he had me squabbling 3-4 times a week. And I was like, okay, damn, this nigga was squabbling and selling 3-4 times a week. This nigga bullying this nigga. He a knockout artist. He bullying this young nigga. He 18, just getting to the pen. He gonna mind somebody, right? Then he said almost every day. This nigga traumatized when he said that too. Damn, this nigga was getting punished up in there. And that nigga got them yeeks. No wonder this nigga like 3 fingers.
That was the birth. That was the birth of CK Wack.
Was that just another case of you trying to build up your fake rep? Next question. If you're not CS2 back, then why have you spent the last 2 years telling so many lies about him? Why did you lie and say the paperwork said he was a low-level drug dealer?
Now listen, if you read the paper, you read the word, the word said, whoever this dude is, he's a low-level drug dealer, and he's in fear that his family members in the main streets will be hurt.
I probably had him watching draw.
Where did you get that from? Because it's not in the paperwork. Also, why did you lie and say the paperwork said that CS2 back was in fear for him and his family's life in the main streets, when the paperwork doesn't say that either? It also doesn't say that CS2 back was from Main Street. Why have you gone out of your way to make people believe that lie? And more importantly, why did you lie and say the DUSE added the name back
Sweet cake
to the paperwork?
He's winning credit, some fake work, and add some back shit. We don't see that use a bozo. I'm done talking about that shit. He's winning credit, some fake work, and add some back shit. We don't see that use a bozo. I'm done talking about that shit.
You told us to go ask Mark Stevens and Stutterbox if you were CS2 back. Why did Mark Stevens tell us that you were CS2?
And do you, in that paperwork, do you see your conversation with Cass Jones in them transcripts?
That was the initiating. That was the initiating when they started recording.
Right. And how did they refer to Cass Jones?
In the paperwork they put him as back. BAC.
Right.
Why did Stutterbox tell us that you were CS2 back?
I call Wack. My Rolls Royce gets shot up. My girl almost get killed. I lay on top of her. We make it up out of there. Wack see the bullet holes in my car the next day. He reaching out, trying to contact the nigga who supposed to be the boogeyman. I know where the nigga live at, behind my back. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap. It's in the paperwork. All on wiretap.
Next set of questions, Porky. What kind of relationship do you really have with Greg Kading that makes you feel so comfortable lying on his name all the time? Why did you lie and say Greg Kading owed you a favor?
Officer Greg Kading and Darren
Dan Dupree. Your handler, nigga. You know who the fuck it is.
They stop us. They say, look, man, we can't afford this harassment lawsuit you file. You know, I'm beyond the gated community. I'm claiming I'm embarrassed. I got to move my family. My wife is traumatized. She kicked my dough in. I'm putting extras on it, right? Right. They said, listen, man. They advised my attorney. My attorney said, look, dude said, drop the case and they owe you one. If you don't drop it, right, then you know what come with that. My attorney's talking to me. He know my personal business and say, you know how you are every day. So you don't really need that in your mix. So I said, well, listen, I don't need no motherfuckers hemming me up every day. We figured out as we figured out. I'll leave it like that.
Because when Greg Kading was asked about it, he said you were lying.
Okay, all of that is absolute bullshit, except for the fact we met him at his lawyer's office. We sat down. We said, "Here's the deal, man. You know, we've had this case against you. We came up empty-handed. You know, sorry that you got caught in the middle of this. Somebody put your name out there. We didn't know any better, so we followed. You know, we gave fucking Stutterbox the benefit of the doubt. Here we are. You know, was there an apology? I don't know. It's my style to kind of apologize. Sorry you had to fucking go through this. But nonetheless, it is what it is. The idea of suing us, fucking bullshit. Us having an agreement like we owe you one, bullshit.
And while we're here, why did Greg Kading say you were lying when you claimed you freed Shaquille O'Neal and the 7 Main Street Crips?
Right. I call my man Money Mark. Right. Money Mark is Shaquille's left right-hand man, his business partner. I say, yo, Mark, check it out. Call my attorney. Tell my attorney, I said, put you online with that federal officer. Have your attorney call that federal officer to the stand. Well, first tell him to call Box to the stand. You want him to do one thing and one thing only. Ask Box if he's a federal informant, documented. Everybody from LA is in the courtroom, he's gonna lie. Trust me, I know him, he's gonna lie. When that happens, I'm giving you a jewel because Shaq looked out for me, right? I don't need this favor, so I'm passing it to you. Have your attorney call this Greg Kading in, have him take the stand.
Scott.
Tell the judge, present the documents he had, the fingerprints, all the paperwork, the payments they've been paying this dude every month to show that this dude is a federal informant. At that point in time, bullshit. Yourself on the stand, whatever allegations against Shaq and anybody else tied to the case, they got to kick it out.
The idea of him having anything to do with the trial of when Stutterbox went to testify, and the thing fell apart. Cash had absolutely nothing to do with any of that. So he's just taking all of these pieces of information and putting them together like he was the puppet master. It's all absolute bullshit.
Why did you lie and tell us Greg Kading was the lead detective in the investigation?
You got Reggie Wright, top right. Reggie Wright contacted Greg Kading. Greg Kading was the lead investigator on that case. Greg Kading was the lead investigator on that case.
You said it over and over, like it was a fact. But the paperwork doesn't say that. And Greg Kading himself said it wasn't true.
He repeating lines from Training Day. Maybe that's why they named him Alonzo, just like Alonzo in Training Day.
So Greg, let me ask you, because the people want to know. When Wack brought you
Nah,
on
I think
Clubhouse,
that's
he introduced you as the lead investigator on the Stutterbox case. Is that true? Were you the lead investigator in that case?
No, that's not true. No, that's not true.
Why did you let Lieutenant Officer Love's boys get on his platform and lie on Greg Kading too? Why let him tell people Greg Kading was the lead investigator in the case?
Jones, we don't usually use monikers under those circumstances, like Wack or WACK100.
Okay, so this is the lead detective in the investigation.
When the paperwork clearly says otherwise. The paperwork says Mark Stevens was talking to Del Dog. And he told Del Dog that a guy named Back wanted his number. And when you look at that paperwork, it clearly identifies Back as being confidential source number 2, or CS2 for short. So if the paperwork identifies Back as CS2, and that's who Mark Stevens and Del Dog are talking about, why did Greg Kading say that the conversation they were having in the wiretap was about you, Porky, if you're not CS2 Back? But you're agreeing that in the transcripts we have, it's Wack that Mark and Del are talking about in the conversation they're having, right?
Yes. And I think Wack admits that. And I think Wack admits that. But this whole thing with Back, it would have just been CS2, typically just left alone, CS2, because the investigators all know who CS2 is.
But in a wiretap, aren't they supposed to type exactly what they hear the person say?
Ain't that like button?
That's not what you're reading. You're not reading. Pardon me, I'm getting. So the conversation is there. You can see the conversation, right?
Right. And they're using his name as they're talking. The boy Back wants your phone number. The person who transcribed the wiretap is typing that Mark is saying Back. But Mark is saying that he was not saying Back. He was saying Wack. And you already agreed that these guys are talking about Wack right here, but it's just using the name Back until the last paragraph. In the last paragraph, Mark Stevens actually says the Wack boy.
Okay, so he's talking about Wack.
Another round of questions for you, Porky. Why did you spend so much time lying on Spider? Why did you make up that story about you and him going way back to the juvenile side of the county?
That's what we gonna do. How about we say Spider-Lo gave Black Wall Street a pass today. Yeah. So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county. Spider.
Free digs.
This nigga's a mother. Y'all just heard him on the internet saying I never been to jail. I didn't even know this much of a lie was. I didn't know he said that. No.
Why did you insert him into that story about 40 Glock pressing game and spitting all over his car? Why bring Spider's name into something he had nothing to do with? Why did you lie about J-Rock? First you said he swung on you, missed, and ran.
You guys had a relationship. That's who J-Rock was to me. J-Rock was my son's personal security.
Join ICE with bonuses up to $50,000.
And let me get to this super chat while we do this real quick. Hold on. We're going to go ahead and this is nasty work, bro. Scandalous is so he done caught this nigga in 25 lies and exposed everyone with questions. So we got a $9.99 super chat from Yay Area Detroiter best channel on YouTube, and it's not even close. DUSE done. Hey man, you gotta shout out Fan West too. But yes, thanks for the super chat, bro. Appreciate it. You should have hit the Cash App, bro, because they gonna take half of that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube gonna take half of that. But it's all right. Appreciate it anyway, brother. It's the thought that count. It's the thought that count. Let's get back to the content.
Hit that like button, y'all. I'm just like if this brother sees me, right? And he's walking up. He's not looking at me as a threat. Oh, that's Wack. Right? Mm-hmm. So my first time taking J-Rock to the 60s, Big U sons didn't want to do something to him. But we was in the alley off 42nd. I had to stop it. Right, we was on our way to Vegas to do a show or whatever, right? So Nipsey used to call me about J-Rock. Hey, yo, Wack, man, did you have these experiences with J-Rock? Because he knew he worked when we was in Miami. J-Rock was with us the whole 30 days, right? I'm like, you know, he don't mean nothing by sometimes he'll slack up, whatever. It's cool, right? So as I'm walking up, and we running a little late that day, I believe, right? We running a little late, and we trying to get to the trailer because we got to get to the other side of Rolling Loud. So when I go to turn the corner, I believe Blueface goofing off doing something else. So the homies that's usually behind me on the side of me, they not there, and I don't know it, right? So I'm going to turn the corner. I feel something swing at me. I feel it. I take another step.
T-Man, salute.
And when I turn, I said, nigga, did you
just try to support, bro?
Did you just try to fire on me? And he took off running.
But then you sat in front of Jason Lee and bragged about getting punched in the mouth by him.
That's really all that was. But did he hit you and run? No, he hit me and run. He got a good one in. Really? And then kind of like glad he did it, because I always ask myself, because, you know, I get off first. This is what I'm saying. Like, I get off. I'm fine. So, yeah. So, but dude, like 300 pounds. So I always question, like, could you handle one of them? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a bad night, but a good night. But I'm like, shit, I ate that. But I've seen ate that. But I've seen ate that. But I've seen.
How many of 40 Glock's Instagram pages did you personally have removed because of those allegations involving the 16-year-old girl he was pressing on you about? And while we're here, why did you lie and say that Marion Knight would be out of jail in 90 days? And you were gonna help get him out.
Scared of Suge. I just talked to Suge. Suge just gave me his life rights to do his movie. Stay tuned. Yeah, Wack got the life rights. TMZ, whoever y'all looking, Wack got the life rights to do Suge Knight's movie as of 48 hours ago. We just talked for the first time. Me and the homie got settled our differences. You know what I'm saying? We was mad at each other. Got the life rights. Suge Knight, let me tell it, he'll be home in the next 90 days. I'm gonna prepare his bail, all that. Life rights is coming. The rise and fall of death row. When I'm scared of my homeboy for, what you talking about?
So tasty, it could make the
Damn.
cider switch to a spoon.
Well, I'm scared of my homeboy folk. Hey, a matter of fact, I talked to Suge today while we talking about it. I got some content. I'll probably release it in about a week. I gotta break that down.
When you knew it wasn't true. Here's another question for you, Porky. If you already know that Diamond Blue is in prison serving a life sentence, why would you go on Chuck's podcast and shout to the whole world that he murdered another woman when you knew that wasn't true?
Lying under a fake name.
How did you originally get into it?
He lied that girl up and had her killed. He got that girl.
Hold on, Wack. I want to hear this, though. Hey,
ask that nigga why he got that lady killed in his penitentiary picture lined up.
This nigga is an informant. He always want to talk about a nigga getting killed and all this shit. This nigga's an informant.
Why are you so in love with placing false murder?
This nigga's an informant, for real.
And here's the last question for this video. Because trust me, we're doing another one after this. You told everybody you were Loose Cannon's handler.
I'm Loose's handler.
You made sure to let the world know that. We all see where Loose is at today. But since you were so comfortable telling us who you're in charge of, are you just as comfortable telling us who's in charge of you? You sat online with Big Chuck and told him straight up that you had a handler.
We all
have a handler, bro.
Stop it, Wack.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Loose's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
I didn't see that clip with him.
We all got handlers, Chuck. Chuck, we all have a handler, bro.
Stop it, Wack.
You do? I got a handler. I'm Loose's handler.
Hey, my handler tried to throw me.
I got a handler. My handler, yo, Chuck.
Chuck said his handler tried to throw him under the butt.
You ain't know
Cheeseburger Chuck got a handler.
About 50.
Damn, we was on Wack so hard I didn't even catch it. Cheeseburger Chuck said his handler tried to throw him up under the bus. This nigga Cheeseburger Chuck got a handler too.
Yeah. Cause my handler said, Wack, contract's about to close, time to start shutting that down. Our handler told me that.
Who your handler? R&B,
See,
bro?
our handler ain't gotta be.
Hey, that's the real Bimmy, or that's somebody trolling?
What?
That's Bimmy. I already sent him an invite. Oh, Bimmy, yeah. Bimmy, I told Bimmy to pull up.
Listen, our handler don't gotta be like, you know.
Yo, Bimmy, you gotta accept the invite.
You know, like Luz. Man, if I wasn't in this crazy year, this would have been on some other.
Man, I do be on the other. You just be stopping me.
Yeah, the handler's a motherfucker that you will listen to because you respect them and you know they got your best interest at heart. Lior has Kevin's best interest at heart, right? I got Lou's best interest at heart. My business partners got my best interest.
So the last question is, who's your handler, Porky?
Hi, I'm the Ted
Hey,
Dancer
that's
who
it.
plays Royal Kingdom, and
Salute to Scandalous Los Angeles TV for the video. Thanks to Fan West TV. Maria just made it home. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate the support. You want to say something, Fan West, before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, just stay away from them snitches and informants, man. That's all I can say. You know, it ain't nothing much, you know. Y'all have a happy New Year's and stay safe out there, man.
Man, stay safe, man. Hey, one more thing. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate the support. We cracking, and we finna be stepping on up. I got some more new equipment, some LED lights. I got some cameras and all kind of stuff. So we stepping it up for the new year. We gonna get this chalupa. I hope y'all along for the ride. Hey, but besides that, LA got a problem. Stay off the phone with WACK100. He's a federal confidential source. If your homie call you with WACK100 on the phone, well, shit, sometimes Wack don't even announce himself. Your homie might call you and have him record and don't even tell you he on the phone. You know what I'm saying? But if he does, your homeboy just as foul because everybody know this nigga working, bro. But look, as much as I love y'all, I love Maria more, so I'm gone. Damu Kiwe. Conversations. Yeah.